Hello, Rianne here, Senior Faculty and Co-Director at the Shakti Shiva Academy. And I have a question for you. Are you curious to learn how to witness and feel it all in these times? Well, as Jung said, shadow work is the path to the heart of the warrior. And there's so many different approaches to shadow work. The approach that we take in our upcoming Desire, Fear and Taboo 7-week course comes from the ancient tradition of Advaita that recognizes the ego's dance with polarities. The premise is that we're attracted to certain states that we identify with, and that we are also equally repulsed by their opposites. And this dance of polarities remains mostly unconscious in us, and yet it is shaping the structure of our egos, our limited sense of ourselves, as well as the happenings in our lives. And so the method of Advaita is focused on the integration of polarities, recognizing that polarities are integrated through the full exploration of each opposite. Polarities include the light and shadow aspects of our experience. The light side of our reality is that which we're ready and willing to present to the world and will easily acknowledge to ourselves. Most of us are happy to share that our eroticism is guided by deep and undying love for one another, as this approach to sexuality is viewed positively and it's approved of by our culture. The shadow side of our experience, however, such as our erotic fantasies and desires that contain elements of taboo, is that which is shunned, suppressed, and most often not even fully conscious in us. For example, perhaps we view our lover as an object whose attractiveness makes us look good. However, we wouldn't want our lover or others to know that. And so we push that truth away and it remains in the shadow. So much of Shakti Malan, the founder of the Shakti Shiva Academy, much of her work as a tantrika and as a dakini was helping people access their shadow states, guiding individuals in developing a witness to the suppressed, shunned and denied aspects of their own experience, assisting them to touch the real of their experience fully enough so that whatever energy the polarity held could be integrated back into the whole. And typically, when we enter into the dark side of dualities, the following uncomfortable and awkward feeling states start surfacing for us. And these are shame, humiliation, embarrassment, guilt, anger, and emptiness. Does any of this sound familiar? Most of us have spent a lifetime doing absolutely everything we can to avoid feeling the intense body sensations and uncomfortable emotional states that we've lived with for most of our lives. And paradoxically, the resolution and integration of these states involves acknowledging the contradictory experiences that are often coupled with these shadow states. Complex emotional states that include the intertwining of fear and desire. For instance, desire and arousal can be coupled with shame, anger, or humiliation. Contraction can be a gateway to release, and taboo desires can have strong associations with feeling deeply loved. And here's the thing: your liberation requires the willingness to feel it all. And so we welcome you to come learn how to feel it all with us in our upcoming 7-week course, Desire, Fear and Taboo, starting Tuesday the 11th of October. It's a fundamental introduction to how to work with your sexual unconscious, supporting the cultivation of a total and complete embrace of all that life presents, the agony and the ecstasy, and particularly how this gets revealed through our sexuality. One of the themes that we'll be addressing is frozen in the act. In this session, we'll explore archetypal fears that arise from the unconscious and investigate ways in which our fear of being shamed, humiliated, embarrassed, or feeling guilty shows up in our erotic lives, and then how to work with this. So registration is open now until 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on the 10th of October. And we're experimenting with a 3-tiered sliding scale to make this course as accessible to as many people as possible. So if you've been curious to get a taste of our teachings or to go deeper with studies you've already started, now is a great time. Desire, Fear and Taboo is our final course offering of the year, and we do hope that you'll join us.